probably should seek counseling.
DT the kid.
Probably so.
Those drums.
When I was in the 4th grade, mama moved in with Mike. And Mike was like the worst stepdaddy ever in life. And mama let Mike whoop us whenever he liked. So me and Rick got our ass whooped like every night. Like, go rake the leaves or get beat. Bring home a seat and get beat. If that's what's at home for me, I'd rather be in the streets. That nigga ain't have a job. He sold socks and CDs. On top of that, he made me and Rick go work for him for free. If you from Memphis and bought a t-shirt that said stop the killing, then fuck you. I was the 10-year-old that had to print them. After school every day, not even minimum wage. Lucky us, the nigga paid us in bootleg tapes. Sit in my room, listen to Player Fly number 8. Nobody needs nobody. I feel that shit to this day. Thank you, Fly, for writing some bump that could take my pain away. Why we sliding? Because even home base wasn't safe. By the time I was 12, home was a hellhole. We know we in trouble soon as this key turned in a deadbolt. Shotgun duplex, we know they couldn't hear us next door. Screaming every night, but no one came to help though. Mama finally left Mike, I was probably like 14. Damage already done, can't soothe this pain with no morphine. You know that pain make you numb if you take enough. To this day, mama say me and Rick made it up. Then 1207 nightmares kept waking me up. I'm never going back, so I'm building my paper up. And chasing paper come with problems too. But trust, all the beatings I've endured, I can take a few paper cuts. Fast forward, I'm going, nobody's as bad as me. Bitch, I'm a gorilla, not even Mike could beat that out of me. I still feel that pain, even after all these years. Shit, a therapist might not be a bad idea. Long live Bill. Therapist might not be a bad idea. I still feel that pain even after all this years. Shit, a therapist might not be a bad idea. Long live Bill. Long live Bill. Long live
DT the kid.
Those drums.
God, let me forgive, never let me forget. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You want beef with the king? What is you gonna do? We back with another episode of Hood Tales with ConeHead, coming to you live and direct, early bird special. This one right here is a heartfelt one for me, cause man, my little brother done fucked up. I don't know if this shit finna make the news. I don't know what's finna happen, but my little brother was arrested for a first-degree felony and a second-degree felony of child abuse, child neglect, and child abuse. And I'm so angry with my little brother right now because all those talks I had with him when he was younger, and his daddy interfered with those conversations by trying to protect him and always want to let him do what he want to do, and never correcting him, never straightening that boy, never making sure that he instilled things in him. And he done got with this female from Mississippi and done fucked around, brought this chick here, got 2 kids from somebody else. They not taking care of the baby. This girl ain't never go to get prenatal care the whole 9 months she was pregnant with the baby. And I'm trying to understand how this little girl weighed 6 pounds when she was born, and she just went to her checkup yesterday and weighed 1 pound. The baby actually heart stopped beating in the ER last night. They had to bring the baby back. And I'm sitting here upset with my little brother right now because he's in jail right now looking at a life sentence because he wasn't man enough and ready to be a fucking father. And this is what I be mad about this generation, when they think shit cute about getting somebody pregnant and thinking they got a baby on the way. Because when you're not set up and you're not in a position to do that kind of thing, you don't need to have no fucking child. But then at the same time, when I talked to my brother Vern Gully, we had a conversation last night about this shit. And the conversation was this is generational. my mother did me and him the same way when we were little kids. So history just repeated itself through him. He laying up with a girl in his daddy house, in-house coochie, and getting high. And that was more important than him making sure his daughter was changed, fed, and clothed. And they sat around for months bullshitting, not taking this baby to doctor's appointments, not going to get the proper necessary needs that child needed. And then the 2 little boys that the girl brought here with her, they wasn't getting taken care of. So child abuse is no excuse. I'm a product of child abuse. I'm a product of that. And I'm sitting here right now so angry with my little brother because at the end of the day, I had these talks with him when he was younger and his daddy kept interfering. So it's his daddy. I blame his daddy for this shit because he always want to take up for that boy when somebody try to straighten him and get on his ass. And nah, he's sitting out there in the county jail for child neglect, child abuse, and the baby looks so bad, they say. They say the baby's heart stopped. That baby died. That little girl died, and them people had to bring her back. She was barely alive. They had to take her in the ambulance from the fucking clinic. And now everybody panicking now. But I blame all the people that was around that saw this go on too. They should have their ass in jail as well. Every last one of them motherfuckers. Because his daddy about to be damn near 90 years old, and he treat that little boy like he 5 years old. Want to do everything for him instead of teaching him how to be a man, showing him. And these are the things that I was trying to teach him and show him and talk to him about. He don't want to listen to nobody. He's 25 now. Oh, I'm grown, I'm a man. You had 9 months to prepare for a child, son. 9 months. Instead of you getting on your grind and stacking your paper and making sure your baby, when it come, everything's sitting taken care of. Nah, you want to sit around and bullshit and get high all day. I told that fuck nigga, stay your bitch ass on the porch. Don't go on the sidewalk and definitely don't be in the street because that's not your lane. But he want to do what he want to do. And his daddy ate in the bed that dumb shit too. Because when I done tried to get on his case, he want to get in, he want to get mad and want to talk shit and say this and say that. But I'll go around there and break that old nigga jaw. Like I told him way back in the day. You a fuck nigga from way back, nigga. Been a bitch ass nigga. You ain't never raised no kids. You worked all the time. The woman did everything. You damn near 70 years older than your son. But you didn't raise him to be responsible. You try to fix his problems. You try to do everything for him instead of letting him learn through growing pains. Now he out there looking at a life sentence because them crackers not finna play with him. And I already see how this done turned. That girl done put everything on him. That's why he's sitting out there with charges and she ain't got none yet. But this remind me of a young man I grew up in the church with. In my mama church. His grandma, mama, family, everybody, even people from the church told him to get away from that girl he was dating. And it ain't about race because she was a white girl. But they kept telling him, leave that girl alone. Leave that girl alone. And my little sister was working for the state of Florida, social worker thing. Somebody reported that baby. And when my sister went around there to get that baby, to check on that baby had the diaper burnt to the baby. They around there putting a light on the baby, setting the baby on fire, burning the baby and shit. And guess what happened? He ain't want to listen. His ass wanted to be hard here. He think he know everything. Because when they hit 18, 19, 21, they think they grown and they know everything. Can't tell them shit. And maybe I was like that. But I had everything that I needed when I got ready to have a child. And that boy sat there, didn't listen to nobody. Them people arrested him. Them people arrested her. And guess what? Her and the sister stayed on him. And he ended up having to go to prison. Now, this is a kid I seen as a baby grow up in the church. And when he turned 18, they kept telling him, leave that girl alone. Pussy ran that shit. Nigga let the pussy control him. And next thing you know, he in jail. They in jail. Now all of a sudden the girl done turn on you and say you the one did all that shit. And he ended up having to take that prison time. I can't feel sorry for people like that. If you're in abuse, I can't feel sorry for you. And that's my little brother. My baby brother. The baby of all of us. It's 5 of us. And he the baby. But guess what? I can't feel sorry for that nigga. I got 4 kids. And guess what? I make sure I take care of them. I ain't in the best position right now to do my responsibilities. But I ain't finna let them starve. I ain't finna let them not have no place to lay their head. And I damn sure ain't finna let them not eat. So I can't feel sorry for my little brother. So if that shit pop up on the news, hey, it is what it is. But to my Hotel ConeHead listeners, if you know anybody that's in a situation like that, it ain't nothing wrong with you reporting them people. Because that child ain't asked to be brought here. And I'm mad at everybody who was around the situation who didn't say shit and act like everything was normal. I just seen my little brother Sunday. He came by to bring some stuff to my mama's house. And he walking around like everything normal. And I'm noticing this nigga ain't got no deodorant on. Nigga musty as hell. Every time he around me, he musty. So if you can think about that, this nigga mentally ain't even taking care of himself putting deodorant on. Fucked up. His daddy should be in jail. Whoever this Marquise nigga need to be in jail. And the mama, they are both the mama, him and the mama in jail. They took them from the hospital. That little girl died. Them people had to bring that baby back. And then they put that baby in the NICU. That baby in ICU right now. We don't know if the baby alive or not. So y'all pray for little India. Pray for her. Pray that God, angels protect her. And keep her safe. Because if I was in a better position, and better financially straight, I'd get her. I'd take her. Because she don't deserve that. She ain't asked to be brought here. And he knew he wasn't ready. And that bitch knew she wasn't ready. They could have gave that baby to somebody in the family or put the baby up for adoption. How the hell you gonna take your baby to a doctor's appointment on a fucking scooter? You and your retarded ass helmet, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? That baby out there fighting for her life. Because y'all ain't feeding her. Y'all ain't making sure the baby got taken care of. My mama said when she held that baby for the first time, she said she was shaking. That baby, she could feel her baby ribs in her back, her spinal cord. But y'all taking care of her, y'all making sure she eat. Y'all ain't did a fuck thing for that little girl. So I don't feel sorry for that bitch ass nigga. He get what he get. Cause at the end of the day, you knew you wasn't ready for that responsibility. Fuck ass nigga, you should have never took the upon yourself to do that shit. Y'all think that shit cute and sweet to get a girl pregnant, or girls think it's cute and sweet to have a baby on the way, but you ain't in a position to take care of yourself or that child. God, I gotta forgive him, because that's what you said in the word. But I'll never forget. Because he better be glad I ain't see him. He better be glad I ain't had no dealing with him. I'd have fucked that little nigga up. You don't do that to no fucking child. I was abused as a child. I know what it's like. I had to forgive that woman. Because she my mama. For the things that I remember happened to me and my brother. But all that my brother said this. It's generational. It skipped us and went to him. Y'all pray for my family. I'm out.